We are living in an age of constant visibility. And with that visibility comes a new, corrosive anxiety. It's not just the fear of missing a party. This is money FOMO, the fear of missing out on a life of perceived luxury and status. It's the constant, nagging belief that your value is defined by what you acquire, what you signal, and what you display to the world. It's the compulsion to buy the thing you can't afford, simply because it means you belong. This isn't a simple case of jealousy. This is a profound pressure rooted in deep-seated psychological and economic behaviors. To understand money FOMO, we have to recognize it for what it is, a performance. And like all performances, it comes with a crippling cost. Why do we feel this way? The engine driving this anxiety is called social comparison theory. We are wired to evaluate ourselves against others, to understand our place in the world. When we apply this mechanism to money, it results in status anxiety, an obsession where our self-worth fluctuates based on perceived financial success. We base our identity on external markers, outsourcing our happiness to other people's bank accounts. The economist Thorstein Veblen gave us the blueprint for this behavior over a century ago. He called it conspicuous consumption. People, Veblen argued, buy luxury goods not for genuine need, but purely to demonstrate wealth and social prestige. It is a shout of psychology, a desire for recognition that positions a person above their peers. When this status-seeking turns aggressive, it becomes invidious consumption, the specific intent to provoke the envy of others. Whether it's a high-end vehicle or a multi-million-dollar property, you're buying a symbol of ambition, exclusivity, and a lifestyle that transcends the physical product. If Veblen provided the theory, social media provides the fuel. Platforms are not connection tools. They are stages for performance. We create highly filtered, curated virtual avatars, sharing only the flattering pictures and career milestones. This creates the illusion of perfection, trapping us into judging our complex, messy internal reality against someone else's flawless highlight reel. This distortion is powerful. Studies show that high FOMO is directly linked to an increased rate of buying trendy products, such as apparel. We develop parasocial bonds, one-sided perceived relationships with influencers. This bond offers temporary emotional comfort, but simultaneously sets the subjective norm for what we should be buying. And luxury brands are master manipulators of this anxiety. They weaponize FOMO by manufacturing desire through scarcity. Limited editions, wait lists, and invitation-only access. They turn optional purchases into psychological necessities, ensuring consumers crave what they cannot easily have. Buyers seek emotional fulfillment, exclusivity, and experiences that reflect their identity and aspirations. Here is the ultimate tragedy of status consumption. It is scientifically self-defeating. It locks us onto the hedonic treadmill. When you acquire that dream car or that designer accessory, the initial surge of joy is immense, but we rapidly adapt to success. Within a few weeks, the novelty wears off. Your happiness baseline resets, compelling you to seek the next, louder acquisition to restart the fleeting cycle of pleasure. You are running harder and harder, but staying in the exact same place financially. This continuous seeking leads to rampant lifestyle inflation, where every raise or bonus is immediately absorbed by non-essential high-status expenses. Those unnecessary constant indulgences, the premium streaming, the expensive coffee runs compound, eroding long-term savings potential. Crucially, this financial strain is not distributed equally. Look at the data. High-income consumers have preserved their financial health, keeping their credit card debt below 2019 levels, supported by robust spending from a position of preserved capacity. But for low and middle-income consumers, the story is starkly reversed. They have substantially higher credit card debt than they did before the pandemic. They are borrowing to signal status, caught in a vicious circle where economic inequality is accelerated by the very consumption intended to defeat it. The real cost of money FOMO is not just the interest rate, it's the psychological toll. Unsecured debt is linked to stress, anxiety, depression, and high blood pressure. Financial struggle leads to profound feelings of inadequacy and shame because modern society ties value to financial success. Isolation is common as people choose to suffer alone rather than share their financial concerns. To break free, we have to look past the symptom, the spending, and identify the root emotional need. As financial therapists advise, an expensive purchase is often a high-cost, ineffective solution to a deeper void. For instance, that expensive vacation you crave might not actually be about the luxury resort. It might be a craving for dedicated time to disconnect from work and nurture family connection. This is the power of the emotional audit and the compromise principle. Identify the need, be it connection, rest, or mastery, and find a budget-aligned alternative that delivers the same emotional experience. As one expert noted, there are lots of price points to have a similar emotional experience. This redirects our energy from fleeting extrinsic motivators, the status to durable intrinsic motivators. Escaping the status trap requires a fundamental shift in mindset, moving from the reactive, short-term rush of acquisition to a future-focused mindset. We must deliberately define success, not by the depreciating value of a status asset, like a luxury car that may lose up to 50% of its value in just 3 to 4 years, but by the growth of our skills, the strength of our connections, and the security of our future. We need strategic, actionable steps. Practice gratitude. Actively appreciating what you already possess is a powerful defense against the anxiety of social comparison and reduces the urge to spend unnecessarily. Reduce comparison. Be mindful of the filtered feeds. Recognize the greener grass is curated, not real. Sometimes, simply spending less time online is the best remedy. Harden boundaries. Set clear, non-negotiable goals. Financial professionals consistently recommend maintaining an emergency fund and consistently contributing 15% of your income to retirement. This clear, compelling future vision is the anchor that grounds you against the winds of impulse spending. Your financial freedom is not found on the hedonic treadmill. It is found in the quiet confidence that comes from owning your choices and prioritizing a well-lived life over a well-displayed one. That is the true luxury. Finally, if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more tips and strategies to grow your financial knowledge.